Hello again, everyone. Welcome to Donoho Baseball. Today, the Donoho Falcons and the Jacksonville Christian Academy Thunder going at it for the area championship. And a beautiful afternoon for baseball it is. Now the mound getting ready to start for the Donoho Falcons. It's going to be McWilliams. He's got on a different number than what he usually wears. He's got on a different set of uniforms. He's number 6 today. So Jesse McWilliams on the mound starting. And here's the opening pitch. The leadoff hitter, Trey Brown, throws the ball, catches the inside corner for a strike. No balls and 1 strike. Walker Messer up. Excuse me, I got the lineups backwards here. I knew when I put that down. Pitch by McWilliams, another strike. Right-hander's got a smooth delivery. No balls and 2 strikes.
Coming out with a strong start, up 0-2. All you could ask for against his leadoff batter.
Here's the 0-2 delivery. Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
Pretty simple, Brant. 3 fastballs, 3 strikes.
Good start for the Falcons. They did not have much time to warm up. Coach Genron over there, they had to get out of school and get over here up on the hill quickly. So I'm sure he's pleased with this start in this game that could be for the area championship if Donoho wins. Next pitch right down the middle, strike 1.
Yeah, and going back to that format, of course, Donoho played at JCA on Tuesday, won that one. So if JCA were to win today, they'd play a second game. That's the tiebreaker that would determine the area championship.
Strike 2 the count. That game we played on Saturday, I believe is what Coach Genron told me. No balls and 2 strikes, 5 straight strikes by McWilliams. Fouled off to the right. Still 2 strikes as JCA hanging in there early in the first inning. Just getting underway from beautiful Donoho. One of the prettiest backdrops for a stadium we've seen. High fastball inside, swing and a miss, and Delvin Pagan goes down. That would be 2 outs, and Reed Murphy steps to the plate. Murphy.
Yeah, this is really the kind of setting you envision when you hear about baseball in Northeast Alabama. I mean, being in the foothills of the Appalachians, I mean, right here on 10th Street Mountain, just a beautiful venue to play baseball.
Swing and a miss, coming inside again, and strike after strike so far for McWilliams. I believe that's 8 consecutive strikes. That ball inside. I think he had one other ball in there, so it's now 1 ball and 1 strike.
I think it's the first breaking ball we've seen too. Brand's been going that fastball. JCA's been watching it for the most part. But.
Been pitching inside. Got the outside corner. Fastball, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
He can certainly control that fastball. He's proven that here against these first 3 batters. And
McWilliams going to strike out the side with this pitch. Ground ball down the third base line, just foul.
Left that one hanging a little bit, went back to the curveball, and Murphy saw it, hit it pretty solid, but just left at that third base line.
Kind of hung it just a little bit, but it was inside, unable to get it into play. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes. McWilliams goes after another baseball. Home plate umpire Michael Hunter gets him another one. Pitch, foul tip just off the mitt for another strike. He hangs in there. Murphy, 1 ball, 2 strikes, fouled off 2 in a row.
That's what you'll have to do against a guy like McWilliams. Is going to throw a lot of strikes. I mean, when you get in a 2-strike hole, just got to keep battling, fouling balls off until you can hit one solid.
Number 3 hitter for the Thunder digs in. Here's a pitch, curveball, line drive by the third baseman. Down into the left field corner. He's going to round first. They're going to take off for second. The ball stuck down in the corner. It's a little downhill out there. The relay gets into the shortstop, Trey Brown. He runs it in, and the Thunder has a runner on second with 2 outs here in the top half of the first inning.
Yeah, Murphy got it going with 2 outs. Looked like McWilliams may have had a curveball hang up a little too long there again, but Murphy took advantage of it that time as he hit it hard down the third baseline. Out there in the corner where you said the left fielder had a little bit of trouble. That's Justin Foster out there corralling the ball, so he starts off with 2 outs and a double.
Jonah Parker steps in for the Thunder. Outside corner's a strike. No balls and 1 strike. Yeah, the left field corner kind of dips down a little bit, and the ball got down in the corner and just stuck up against the fence, and Foster had to run all the way down there and get it. Pop foul. off this way.
Yeah,
No balls and 2 strikes.
you can find a few slopes out here in the outfield, but I mean that's to be expected when you're playing on top, really on top of a mountain, honestly.
Yeah, back in my days, I used to hate that slope on the fields because balls hit straight at you would be higher than what you thought they were. Here's the 2-strike pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. The inning is over. So the Thunder goes down. No runs on 1 hit. We'll go to the bottom half of the first inning. 0-0.
Yes, Mommy's coming over again. Thank you for introducing us. Of course I love him. And he's never late. I'm just so happy. He always seems to know the right thing to do. It's not easy to find someone like that. Yes, I'm going to show him the shower. You're so bad. Oh, gotta go. Bye.
For any residential or commercial plumbing needs, call Ted's Plumbing in Anniston, serving Calhoun and surrounding counties since 1985.
Excellence, honor, scholarship, tradition. The Donoho School is the premier college preparatory school in Calhoun County. Since 1963, Donoho students have been reaping the benefits from a challenging academic curriculum and a family environment. Unique opportunities in academics, athletics, fine arts, and many other educational activities make the Donoho School the #1 choice for independent education in the area. Schedule your tour and experience the Donoho difference.
At RMC, we love serving people in the small towns of Northeast Alabama. The lifestyle, the food, the people. But make no mistake, there's nothing small about the care we provide. In fact, we're a member of the UAB Cancer Network and have the Blue Distinction Award for cardiac care and are rated in the top 5% in the country by the Commission on Cancer.
It's not about the size of the town.
It's not about the size of the town.
It's not about the size of the town.
It's about the strength of our regional health system.
No scores. We go to the bottom half of the first inning. Walker Messer warming up for the Thunder as we start the bottom half of the first inning, leading off the shortstop Trey Brown. And this Donoho team, as we mentioned earlier, defeated JCA earlier this week. A win today would clinch the area championship for them.
And it'd really make, if JCA were to pull this one off, it'd really make for a meaningful tiebreaker game. Sometimes when you play those games and you're just playing them to finish the series out, you're not really sure if they're going to be significant games or not. But like we said, I mean, if JCA were to win this one, that tiebreaker game on Saturday would be for the area championship. But Donoho looks to hopefully win this one today and go ahead and clinch that spot.
That home field advantage is very important in the playoffs, as you well know. Messer looks in at Brown. Low and in the dirt on the outside. Ball 1. No, 1 ball, no strikes.
Trey Brown, I believe he played quarterback for the Falcons. They had a bit of a rotation during football season, but I know he did play some quarterback. So pretty athletic guy here in the leadoff spot. I'm sure he's got some speed.
Third baseman playing deep. Maybe he'll drop a bunt down. You never know. 2 balls, no strikes. Nice pitch in the dirt. Usually you play a little tighter on the leadoff hitters, but a foul off to the right side.
Yeah, and he just kind of stuck the bat out there on that one. 2-0 count. You really want to look to drive something.
Here's the 2-1. Looks like not sure what kind of pitch that was. It looked like a fastball, but his wrist had kind of a funny motion to it. 3 balls and a strike. Pitch right down the middle, grounded to third. Nice play, long throw. Messer gets his first out. Brown grounds to first. Nice play by the third baseman, Delvin Pagan. Stepping in now, number 27, Dalton Martin. First pitch in there for strikes. Sorry, Connor.
Mister getting ahead of this one. He got down 2-0 last at bat.
There's a ground ball to the shortstop in the hole. Bobbles it. Can't come up with it. Going to be a base hit for Martin. As the shortstop, Jaden Mitchell, unable to get the backhand in the hole.
Yeah, and Mitch, that's a tough play. I mean, getting the backhand and making that long throw to first. He may have been, thinking ahead of himself, trying to look up at first and make that throw before he actually got the ball in his glove. But could be worse. He kept it in the infield, so.
On that kind of ball, it always has that reverse spin on it. I always had to keep my glove down because if I raised up too quickly, it would come out just like that.
Sure.
There's a steal easily into second base. Goes Martin with a stolen base, and the ball trickles into center field, but picked up by the center fielder.
Yeah, still on the first pitch. You got to wonder if they didn't pick on the catcher. That's let's see, it's Murphy.
Yeah, Murphy pitched the other night.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah, so he might have not pitched the whole game, though. They might have seen him catch some later on. Runner on second, one out, throw back to second, he's back in time. Parker keeping a close eye on him. JCA outfield playing Morgan Parker straight away. Fouled right back at us. Strike one.
And he was right on that one, fouled it straight back to the backstop. Put the hit one solid here. Is it 1-1 count?
Yeah, 1 ball, 1 strike. As Parker stands in there. Throw back to second, wrong side of the bag. As Martin dives back in. Second baseman still holding him pretty close, opening up a hole on the right side of the infield. He swing and a miss, or he tipped it, fouled it off. Ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, that was identical to the last foul ball he hit right back to the backstop. He's on it. He's just maybe taking his eye off of it the last second, as Messer has been relying on that fastball for the most part here in the first inning.
Again, Martin takes the lead at second. Fly ball, right field. Right fielder going back. He's got a beat on it. He makes the catch. Martin going to tag and come to third. Let's watch the cutoff throw in. And he gets the ball back in safely. The pitcher that time not over backing up third. So you got to worry about that thing getting away and letting the run get in. But 2 outs now for the Thunder.
And that's the other Messer out there in right field, backing up his brother on the mound, making a good play. Morgan Parker not going to be happy with that, but I mean, at least it was a productive out. He was able to advance Dalton over to third.
Cleanup hitter Justin Foster steps in. Dribbles it down the line toward our camera, being protected by a young fellow with a glove over there. All right, and he's doing a great job. Ball outside, gets away from the pitcher. Here he's going to come back. And almost throws the ball away. The catcher does back to the pitcher. And again, Connor, your shortstop or third baseman should be coming in to back up that throw to the pitcher like that, because if he got away from him, the runner on third could have scored. So
I'm surprised he didn't even make a move for it there. Kind of rolled slowly back to the backstop.
The pitch
gone.
Is way back to center field, way back. It's going to be up against the fence. It bounces and it rolls away. Thomas on his way around second. They're going to wave him for an inside the park home run. And I don't think there's going to be any way they get him. And he's going to have it. And I'm not sure he got third base either when he rounded there, Connor, so we'll see how that works out. But Justin Thomas, a bomb to center field, Foster rather, a bomb to center field to score 2 runs.
And we didn't get a chance to say anything about it before his inside the park home run there. But Justin Foster's really Mr. Do-It-All for Donoho Athletics. I mean, he was a standout running back in football, great basketball player. And as we can see, he can swing the bat a little bit too. He's headed to Sanford next football season. I think he'll be playing some defensive line, but you can just see the pure power and strength that he has there. I thought that ball was gone as soon as he hit it. But
I think they're going to take a look and see whether Foster touched third on that last play or not. They had a pretty good angle from the JCA dugout, but you don't know if they were watching or not.
It's just going to be hard to confirm that, though. I mean, only having 2 umpires out here, you got to wonder if either one of them was really looking to see if he had stepped on third. So I'd be, wow.
They were watching. Okay. They called him out, but 1 run counts. So it's a I guess you call that a double then.
It'd be a double, yeah.
And that's the end of the first inning. 1-0 Donoho.
Have you got the new car itch but don't want to take the plunge with a brand new car? How about getting the most car for the money at Avery Auto Sales? They have a large selection of cars with even some 2014s in the mix. And if you're worried about your credit, don't. They can help get you back on your credit feet with guaranteed approval. Check them out online at AveryAutoSales.net. Then when you see something you like, call them at 256-835-8897 for a test drive. Or just go by. Avery Auto Sales is located on Highway 78 East between Highway 78 and Snow Street in Oxford. That's Avery Auto Sales.
The tire, arguably the most important part of a car. Without it, we could not stop, we could not go, we couldn't drive at all. They come in all sizes, brands, treads, prices, and ratings. How do you know which is?
Winning 1-0, Donoho leads JCA. Big area championship possibly on the line here. Donoho wins. They are the area champions. Justin Foster just drilled a shot off the center field fence, but he missed third, and he would have had an inside the park home run. Instead, they take the run off the board, and it's 1-0 Donoho.
Yeah,
but a good start.
Going back to that play, Justin Foster really could have just walked in from third base to home because JCA hadn't even really gotten the ball in yet. And it just took kind of an awkward bounce off the fence. The center fielder had a hard time tracking it down. Those are tough plays to make sometimes when it's right there on the fence. You want to be aware of that and not run into it. But it bounced off the bottom of the fence and took an awkward bounce. Plus it's uphill out there too. That's true too.
Here's the pitch to Giles Lucas. Swinging him as strike one.
You could almost compare it to if you ever seen Minute Maid Park out in Houston. You got that little slope out there in center field.
It probably is a slight elevation for the last 30 yards of that run out in center field.
Yeah, when you're not used to it, I mean that's a tough adjustment to make.
Here's a ground ball to the first baseman. He's going to pick it up. He's going to hit McWilliams running over. Gets the play at first. One out here in the top half of the second inning.
That's a textbook job there by the Donoho infield. McWilliams over there at first base, just like he's supposed to be. Hustles over there for the first out. Been a pretty efficient inning in the third for McWilliams so far on the mound.
Looking real good. Got a real easy motion. Doesn't look like it's stressing his arm much, and he just kind of breezing right along. Pitch, swing and a miss. Strike one inside corner.
And you got to think as long as he can keep throwing strikes that Donoho will have a chance. I mean, he had 3 strikeouts in the first inning. He's got a good infield to back him up.
Inside, low, 1-1. Crowd starting to filter in a little bit here at Donoho.
Yeah, got this early start as we're having to do that without the lights out here today. So I'm sure we'll see some more people filing as the game goes on.
McWilliams delivers, swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And he's just way behind that one. I'd go right back to fastball if I was McWilliams and challenge him with that, force him to try to put the ball in play.
Swing right down Peachtree. He did a swing at that one. His 4th strikeout of the game. He hasn't really gone outside much either. He's just really been kind of right down the middle on the inside.
Throwing strikes. He saw this JCA team on Tuesday. I'm not sure where he plays in the field, but you got to know that he was paying attention to the strength of these batters and what he'd have to do on the mound today.
Elijah McCormick steps in. He swings and misses. That ball's on the outside part of the plate. Like you say, Jason, 90% fastball. So, I mean, Connor, 90% fastballs. Throws another one right down there. Strike 2.
Yeah, there really is no reason to throw anything else other than a fastball right now.
Coach at third base for JCA throwing his hands open there. What are you waiting on?
And they're having a hard time catching up to it right now. Yeah. So to go to anything but a fastball, to go back to his curveball, don't want to leave a chance of hanging it and letting them catch up to it.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. The inning is over. 3 up and 3 down. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Donoho 1-0.
The right tire for you. Thankfully, there's Cobb Automotive, and they have been answering this question since 1981. With a large selection of brands and sizes in stock, you are sure to get the right tire for the right price. Cobb Automotive, located on Highway 21 across from Walmart in Oxford, and 2001 Quintard Avenue in Anniston.
It's slow buffering.
Common sense here. Oh, hey, Doc. Your monster seems a little slow.
Well, I powered him with the internet from the phone company.
You need Cable One high-speed internet. It's 10 times faster than DSL.
DSL! Bad!
Cable One high-speed internet.
It's monstrously fast.
Nothing, Donoho. We got a good one here. Area championship on the line. Stepping up to bat for the Falcons, Jesse McWilliams, the pitcher. Struck out 5 batters so far and allowed only just 1 hit. And I would dare say probably thrown 5 strikes to maybe 5 balls in this game.
Yeah, McWilliams looking to help himself out here. He's been great on the mound through the first 2. Kind of an awkward ending to last at the bottom of the first, like we talked about with Justin Foster getting called out after missing third base on what would have been an inside the park home run. So Donoho looked to get some more momentum by putting together some hits here, and facing Walker Messer.
Messer delivers. Inside part of the plate is hammered high down the left field line. Down in the corner, that ball's going to be foul by just a few feet. Right in front of the foul pole, almost out of here.
And he hit that one up in the air about a mile, Brand. That's going to be a tough play to make out there. I can't tell, did it land in play or go over the fence? I know it was foul. I'm not sure, but either way, we kind of tell the left fielder's going to have a hard time running it down out there. Donoho really hitting the ball hard here in the middle of the order.
Left field's kind of down a hill. You're running towards the fence. Here's the pitch high and outside. Ball 1. 1-1 the count.
Yeah, and if you're Walker Messer, you kind of want to change it up a little bit. These Donoho hitters are smart enough to guess that fastball. And I haven't really seen him throw anything else yet.
He's getting outside with it now, keeping it away. 2-1.
Especially when he starts going to the order, 2 or 3 times. It's just going to be batting practice if he just keeps throwing that fastball.
Got it up, but swing and a miss.
Williams helping out Messer there, but honestly, that's been a ball that's been called a strike. So, I mean, he's kind of had a high strike zone. I'm trying to talk quietly because we have right here behind home plate.
Well, the worst that can happen is you get thrown out. There's a high, towering pop-up. Shortstop for JSU under it. Got to make the play. Jaden Mitchell making the stop. The catch. JCA, I keep calling them JSU. One
Bit
out
of a
here.
difference, same colors, but.
So McWilliams pops this short. Brett Holmes steps in, the left-hander, center fielder for the Falcons. Takes it high and away, ball 1.
I've been told that Brett Holmes was a starter for Tuesday games, pitched a complete game, lefty on the mound, considered their ace.
The 1-0 by Messer, outside ball 2. Looks like Messer doing a little bit of trying to keep the ball out of the middle of the plate, but unable to hit the corners. Right down the middle that time, strike 1.
I think everybody in the stand just kind of right there, right down the middle, 2-0 count. He probably taking all the way there.
I'm sitting back here. I wanted to hit it too. Outside, swing and a miss. Strike 2, 2 balls and 2 strikes to Brett Holmes.
Holmes trying to be patient. McWilliams helped Messer out a little bit. Their last at bat, swinging at high balls for the first out of the inning. So Holmes looked to.
Inside corner, got it. Strike 3 call. Nice pitch by Messer.
A little too patient. You can't watch those.
Sometimes when you get the off-speed pitcher and you're used to fastball pitcher, it's really tough to get your timing down, and sometimes it messes you up for the next couple of ball games. Messer throws it, just missed on, a little high maybe. Ball and 1 strike. No strikes. Garrett Steed steps in there, catcher for the Falcons. He pops it to the right side. Walker Messer over to make the catch, and the inning is over. We play 2 quickly here at Donoho. 1-0 Falcons.
Oops, had a fender bender? Have them tow it or take it yourself to Wesley's Paint and Body. Baker Reynolds and his guys have been this area's go-to team for quality automotive body repair and paint work for years. All makes and models, foreign or domestic, they take them crashed and make them look like new. And with Wesley's larger new facility, including 2 full-size paint booths, they can get you fixed up fast. Always free estimates, best price on repair work, insurance claims welcomed, and service with a smile. That's Wesley's Paint and Body, Highway 78 East in Anniston.
Being a doctor, I know the symptoms of a heart attack. To experience them yourself is something completely different. When I woke up with severe pain in my arms and chest, I hesitated. When the pain persisted, I chose RMC. Thanks to RMC staff and Dr. Yamamura, my bypass surgery was a success. It's comforting to know we have quality doctors right here in Calhoun County. Regional Medical Center, advanced technology, advanced care.
1-0 Donoho as we go to the top half of the third inning. Pitching a masterpiece so far, Jesse McWilliams. Struck out 5, had a grounder to first, and gave up a double.
Faced 7 batters, got 5 strikeouts, retired 4 straight. Really starting to get into a bit of a swing on the mound. Really relied on that fastball last inning. JCA was a bit behind it, so as he's facing 8-9-1 here, I look for him to do the same thing, as he's done a great job of throwing strikes. Not really having to worry about adding in a changeup or breaking ball much at all. Actually, the only hit they got in the game, I think, was on a breaking ball because he left it hanging up. Yep. So why not keep going to the fastball if they can't catch up to it?
McWilliams got one of those, looks like one of those old 38, 39-year-old veteran pitchers that just come in there and chew up innings for you. Just calm as can be. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Yeah. Comparison to CC Sabat, I was thinking like a Jabba Chamberlain, something like that maybe.
Swing and a miss, inside and high again. As Kobe Messer steps in for the Thunder, trying to get on base here in the top half of the third. Ground ball down the first base line, going to roll foul. One thing interesting about the baselines here at the Donoho field is their grass from the home plate to first base and the third base also. So your ball's going to slide one. It's going to naturally slide away from the field.
A great looking baseball field.
Yeah.
They got it looking top notch right now. Green as can be.
Got the outside corner, strike 3. Kobe Messer goes down.
Yeah, right there on the outside corner. Great spot by McWilliams. Still on a roll now, 6 strikeouts.
Oh, he looks good, doesn't he, Connor?
He does look good. Just throwing strikes, doing what he's got to do.
Jaden Mitchell stepping in, the shortstop for the Thunder. Fakes a bunt. He's going to bunt it. Gets it right out in front of the plate. Third baseman can't pick it up. Throw to first. It's down into the right field corner. Nobody on second. Will he go? Third baseman hustles over to cover second base. Or shortstop, excuse me.
I really like that call by the JCA coaching staff there. Your team's having a hard time putting the ball in play. McWilliams has really been overpowering them. Got your 9-hole hitter up at the top of the order coming up. Why not just lay a bunt down and see what happens? Try to make Donoho kick it around. That's exactly what happened there. So,
and he gave Donoho plenty of time to come get it, too.
And it was a great bunt. Yeah, he really did. Yeah, third base should have been up much sooner than what he was.
Ball outside, just misses. First time, or only the second time he's had to pitch from the stretch. As Messer steps in, he's 0 for 1 with a strikeout for JCA. Running out a big lead at first. Ball's in the dirt, kicks away. And Mitchell's going to make it down to second base on the wild pitch.
Yeah, he let his breaking ball get away from him a little bit there, so Mitchell will be able to advance to second. And like we're talking about, I mean, I think that was a great call by JCA. Getting Mitchell to lay that bunt down, just give him a chance to be on base. And now look what you got. You got a guy in score position with your number one, your 1-hole hitter up, and with a chance to tie it up or possibly take the lead if the top of the order can get something going.
Williams looked a little bit uncomfortable after that last pitch. Not sure if something's bugging him or not. Let's see. Swing and a miss, inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Messer's job now, try to get Mitchell over to third somehow. Pitch low and in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike.
Just got to be ready to swing at strikes if you're Messer. That's one of the few low balls that McWilliams has thrown in this game.
Might even want to look at another bunt right here. Got the outside corner, strike 2.
JCA is not really one to hit on the outside corner, so McWilliams has done a good job of hitting his locations.
McWilliams checks the runner at second. Fouled off to the right side.
Trying to stay alive. Big at bat here by Walker Messer, like we said. I mean, he could get something going, possibly tie the game up. Got to have some kind of productive at bat. Of course, he's on the mound as well. He's looking to help himself out. So,
shortstop holding the runner on at second. Leaves a big hole on the left side. And there's a swing and a miss. Strikeout number 7 for McWilliams. 2 outs now. As Fagan steps in, he struck out his last time out.
And you look at the Donoho outfield, particularly left field, how much he's playing over towards center. He's not on the line much at all. I mean, they know that GSA has been a little bit behind the ball. So,
swing and a miss. Fagan, Thunder unable to answer. Have an answer for McWilliams so far, other than a bunt, an error on the third baseman, and a double. Swing and a miss again.
And he's helping him out a little bit. That seemed to be a tad bit high. Fagan just got to put something in play here, give himself a chance to get on base and keep that runner in scoring position alive.
The 0-2 pitch on its way. Almost hit him, and he swings at it anyhow for the third strikeout of the inning. And we've going to the bottom of the third, 1-0 Donoho.
Excellence, honor, scholarship, tradition. The Donoho School is the premier college preparatory school in Calhoun County. Since 1963, Donoho students have been reaping the benefits from a challenging academic curriculum and a family environment. Unique opportunities in academics, athletics, fine arts, and many other educational activities make the Donoho School the #1 choice for independent education in the area. Schedule your tour and experience the Donoho difference.
Have you got the new car itch but don't want to take the plunge with a brand new car? How about getting the most car for the money at Avery Auto Sales? They have a large selection of cars with even some 2014s in the mix. And if you're worried about your credit, don't. They can help get you back on your credit feet with guaranteed approval. Check them out online at AveryAutoSales.net. Then when you see something you like, call them at 256-835-8897 for a test drive. Or just go by. Avery Auto Sales is located on Highway 78 East between Highway 78 and Snow Street in Oxford. That's Avery Auto Sales.
Barry Billings steps into the box. Son of our clock keeper up here. I'm sure he gets a lot of favorable counts. Right-hander looking to lead off for the Falcons here as they try to expand their lead in the bottom half of the third. Pitches inside, hits him on the elbow. And looked like he loved it from here.
Yeah, he had much of a choice there. I don't think he had really a chance to get out of the way of it. But starting it off here, the 8th grader, as number 9 hole hitter Seth Ford comes up to bat. Just trying to get guys on base any way he can. And
he's got a huge grin on his face as Billings leads off first.
Yeah, don't rub it.
Trey Brown steps in the lineup, and they go after Billings at first and make him dive back into first base and stretch out that sore arm.
Seth Ford.
Oh, Seth Ford at the plate. I'm sorry. That's right, the number 9 hitter. He pops down a bunt. Nice one down the first base line. Can he get by the pitcher? And he does. And the pitcher throws him out.
A nice execution there by another 8th grader. 8, 9 hole hitters, both 8th graders. Don't have a junior high team here at Donoho, so you'll see that throughout the years. Different teams have pretty youthful lineups. So good execution there by the 8th grader Seth Ford to advance Billings over to second base.
Trey Brown steps in. Grounded to third last time. Got a runner on second. Ball's in the dirt. Billings takes a big lead off second, just like you're supposed to. That thing got away. Could have made it easily into third. And really, you can probably get a big lead. Doesn't look like the catcher's got a cannon for an arm. Accurate, though, but pitch is going to be outside again, 2-0.
Big spot here for this leadoff senior. Let's see, where's he playing? The field playing shortstop.
Shortstop, Trey Brown, yes. The 2-0. Low and in the dirt, gets away from the catcher. Billings is going to take off for third. He's going to make it easily. Throws high. The shortstop backs it up. And Billings now in scoring position From third, he can score on a pass ball or a base hit.
A good read out there to advance to third base. So he's a little bit hesitant at first, but once he saw the ball was far enough away to the catcher to advance, he took full advantage of it. So he's on third base now with Trey Brown trying to knock him in.
It's got the corner. Strike one. Brown taking on the 3-0.
Yeah, you're going to watch that one all day. Most batters in high school will get the takes on anyways, but especially one in the outside corner.
Here's a 3-1 pitch. High fly ball. Left center field. Left fielder is going to come over and make the catch. Here comes Billingsley on the tag. He's going to make it in. The throw is going to be just a little bit late. And the run scores on the sacrifice fly.
A bit of a close play at home plate, a little bit closer than I thought it would be. Nice throw out there by the left fielder. That's that's McCormick out there in left field. But Donoho playing some small ball. Got the guy hit by a pitch. Bunt him over with a sacrifice. He advances to third on a pass ball, and then leadoff hitter Trey Brown's able to score him with a sac fly to left field.
2-0 Falcons. Here's a grounder out in the front of the plate. Messer over to get it. Long throw to first, safe. Dalton Martin beats it out for a base hit, his second hit of the game.
Just how he practiced it, Brant. Swing and bunt. Placed it perfectly. JCA wasn't able to get to it in time as Dalton was hustling down the line. That'll be an infield single.
Martin leads off, dives back in. Parker Morgan in there. Fly to right last time. Went after the outside pitch, just ticked it. Might have been a hit and run on.
Yeah, Dalton going on the pitch again. He stole a stolen base on the first pitch to Morgan last time, and he's going there again. But like you said, it could have been a hit and run.
Just judging by Coach Genron's expression, it wasn't a hit and run. He was wanting to steal. So, line drive hit in the right center field hitter. It's going to land in front of the center fielder. Martin all the way around to third. Morgan at first, and we got runners on the corners with 2 outs here in the third.
Yeah, that ball hit hard right up the middle by Parker Morgan. Center fielder does a good job of getting out there in the gap and collecting the ball. Kept Dalton from advancing to home there. But you got to think if Morgan hadn't have swung at that, Dalton would have been on second base and probably would have had a run.
There's a high fly ball, deep left field. It's going to disappear into the trees.
Yeah, Justin Foster said, no, that's going to matter anyways because I'm going to knock him in because I can hit the ball a long ways. That's exactly what he's thinking in his mind right now as he hit that. Was a hard hit foul ball.
He hit one off the base of the center field fence a minute ago. Ball's inside as Morgan gets down to second base with the stolen base. Now he's got Coach Genron's got what he wants. Runners at second and third. Ball on a strike. Now single scores 2. High, way up high, ball 2.
Yeah, and really a walk here wouldn't be the worst thing. You got your cleanup hitter up for Donoho. Hit the ball off the fence a little while ago. So if your Messer just don't give him anything, they can hit solid.
And it's coming low and in the dirt. Gets away. Nice block by the catcher, Reed Murphy. 3 balls and a strike.
But really middle of the order for Donoho. It's not going to make much of a difference anyway. I'm sure McWilliams can swing the bat as well.
And they give him an outside pitch. Walking ball 4. The bases are loaded with Falcons.
So if you're JCA, you got to realize you got to force anywhere here with 2 outs. Got to be communicating that in the infield.
And you've got a slow runner at the plate. And they've got the infield playing in which I really don't understand why they're playing in.
No.
Connor, you should be playing back.
No, that's...
You should have been playing in on the last batter because you didn't have a force maybe, but with 2 outs, you don't play in.
You got to wonder if the coaches realize there's 2 outs because that's... okay, they're starting to back up now. That's good. That's good to see because that would be a crucial mistake if McWilliams is able to hit a ground ball where, the second or shortstop, second baseman or shortstop should have been in the first place. But
especially when you got a slow runner bat and you go ahead and back up, and he's been hitting the back. So that's a second hits batsman of the inning, and it knocks in a run. And now Donoho opening up a 3-0 lead, a hit.
So RBI for McWilliams, an RBI for McWilliams nonetheless as they're able to extend the lead to 3-0 now.
Walton Montgomery coming in at number 18, pinch runner, courtesy runner for the pitcher.
So we're going to have a pitching change.
Going to go to the shortstop. Jaden Mitchell going to come on and pitch, and Messer's going to go to short.
Yeah, Messer just let it get away from him a little bit. Gave up a couple of base hits. Like you said, we had, what was that, 2 hit by pitches that inning and a walk. So Mitchell will have to come in a tough spot with bases loaded. Do have 2 outs. I think the score is at 3-0. Yeah, 3-0. If you're Mitchell, you just want to come in and try to throw a strike any way you can get it. Just try to get that out, put your team back in the dugout to
keep this game close.
Exactly.
A hit right now makes it 5-0, and you're in deep trouble. So Thunder hanging on here for dear life in the 3rd inning. New pitcher for the Thunder, as we said, is the shortstop Walker Messer. That'll be number 7. Messer replaces, the new pitcher is number 14, Jaden Mitchell. And Messer ended up going 2 2/3 innings. And he's going to shortstop and struck out 1 batter in his brief time.
This is the batter he struck out here. Brett Holmes struck out looking in the 2nd inning. He'll look to try to put one in play here. So he was the pitcher who got the win on the mound for the Donoho Falcons on Monday night.
14, Mitchell winds, throws it, got the outside corner, strike 1, and these umpires want to go home today. They've called anything close as strikes all day long, but they've been consistent.
Yeah.
Here's the 0-1. Way outside, ball 1, 1-1.
Mitchell's got a little bit more velocity than Messer, maybe.
Looks like it.
Could be should be a 2-0 count now, but 1-1. Holmes will have to battle.
Mitchell fires right down the middle. Ball gets away. Nobody comes in.
Yeah, I think everybody in the stands was trying to wave. See who was that over at? I think that's Parker Morgan over at 3rd base. As that was could have been possibly an easy run had he gone on the pitch and tried to score at home plate. But
that's another one of those where you got to go ahead and get off that bag a little bit and then be running back.
Yeah, 2 outs, you definitely want to be aggressive. If there were no outs, bases loaded, it'd be a different story.
Yeah.
But here with 2 outs, you're trying to get a run any way you can here, just in case Holmes can't knock him in.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Holmes. Fly ball, right field. Right fielder coming in. Is he going to get it? I don't know. That ball's going to drop. 1 run's going to score. 2 runs are going to score. And I'm not sure why the runner on first didn't score either. He should have been running with a crack of the bat and 2 outs, and he was not really going all out, and it may have cost the Falcons a run.
Yeah, and then it ends up being a 2 RBI double for Brett Holmes on what looked like it could have been a routine fly ball out in right field. Right fielder playing pretty deep. Of course, Holmes was a left-handed batter, but just never looked really comfortable out there in right field. That's the other Messer.
Kobe.
But unable to get to it, so Donoho will score 2 more runs and keep this 3rd inning going.
5-0. Pitch by Mitchell. Ground ball to the 3rd baseman. He grabs it. Long throw to first. Got him in time. The inning is over. Donoho picks up 3 more runs. They lead 5-0.
This is a national healthcare alert from the Health Hotline. If you, a family member, or a loved one suffers from knee pain and have Medicare as your primary insurance, we've got great news. You could qualify for a pain-relieving knee brace at little or no cost to you. Get free delivery, and all the paperwork is handled by our accredited suppliers at no charge to you. If you're on Medicare and have knee pain, don't wait. You may qualify to immediately receive a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost. Call the Health Hotline right now for details toll-free at 877-798-5734. Friendly agents are standing by 24/7 to help you. We also have other pain-relieving braces available for shoulder, ankle, and your back. You may be eligible to receive these items and more at little or no cost to you as well. Call right now for details toll-free at 877-798-5734. Please remember this number, 877-798-5734. Our friendly representatives are standing by now to take your call. Please call us right now at 877-798-5734.
Donoho leading here. We counted the runs in between the inning, and the scoreboard was off a run, so it's 6-5-0 for the Falcons. Donoho picking up 4 runs in that last inning. So Donoho right where they want to be as we go to the top half of the 4th inning. A big lead Got a pitcher on the mound that seems to be just mowing them down effortlessly. And we got Reed Murphy stepping into the box. He doubled his last time up. Pitch, like he hung a curveball a little bit, fouled it off down the right field line. Strike one.
Yeah, McWilliams got a little bit more cushion now with a
tinker with his pitches.
5-0 lead, so he can just settle down and continue to throw those fastball strikes like he's been doing all game.
The 0-1 pitch. Got the outside corner. Strike two.
He's done a great job of locating that outside fastball, throwing it for a strike as well. As Murphy actually had the only hit of the game so far for JCA. Had that double hit on that hanging breaking ball.
Ball way up high, hits the screen. Tried to get him to chase, wouldn't go after that one.
Yeah, I think he was maybe trying to overthrow a bit there. Up 0-2. Sometimes you'll see a pitcher try to rear back and bring his best fastball.
1-2. McWilliams takes his time, winds and pitches. Curveball, got the inside corner, strike three.
Ooh, locked up a little bit. As that, it's a great breaking ball from McWilliams on the mound. It looked like it was going to come at the batter. He just kind of stood there anticipating there was going to be a ball, but it broke right back in at the last second on the inside part of the plate for a backwards K.
On plate umpire Michael Hunter getting a workout with his right arm. Ball's outside in the dirt. 1-0 to Jonah Parker.
I've got 9 strikeouts in the game now for McWilliams Brant.
Out of 10 possible outs, so he struck out 9
outs, yeah.
out of 10 possible outs. Just mowing them down. Here's a pitch, a little looper. The shortstop coming in, going to try to get it. Makes a nice try. It's off his glove. And the runner quit running, and now he finally gets down to first base as Parker actually stopped. But he's on. We're going to give him a single on that. Nice try by the shortstop.
Yeah, tough play there for Trey Brown. That's really one of those balls that you're not sure if you want to go after and catch it in the air, or let it bounce, and make the throw to first. But he went all out there trying to catch the ball and just went off the end of his glove. And as Parker will have an infield single.
McWilliams takes and fires it outside, 1-0. Lucas Giles next Monday at 5:45. Alexandria and White Plains baseball. Join us here on FNN. That'll be a good ball game. Alexandria is like 27-2 the last time I looked, playing.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that
baseball.
one. Of course, we got to talk about them last week because we had, expected to call that game on Saturday. But luckily, we still have another one scheduled. I think that one will be at White Plains, right, on Monday. So
I think so.
It'll be a battle of two of the perennial baseball programs in
Here's
our
a
county.
ground ball to second base. Nice play by the second baseman. Turns and throws to second base. Nice job of knowing that he had a slow runner on first and he could turn around and make that play. So nice play by second baseman Barry Billings. We got one out. Ball in the dirt. 2 outs, excuse me, on the fielder's choice there.
And that was a great play by the second baseman. It's a kind of a tough play to turn around, throw to second base. But like you said, he did a good job of recognizing that was a slow runner on first base.
Ball's in the dirt. Chris Armprester in the box. He struck out his last time up. .2-0 pitch. McWilliams has not been behind many hitters. There's a grounder down the third base line. Foul.
No, he hasn't been behind too many hitters or had too many base runners.
Just had 3 base runners.
Yeah, he's really got into a groove here in the 4th inning. He's racking up on the strikeouts and is throwing strikes. That's really been the story of the game. He's been able to throw strikes.
Ball got the strike. Runner on first. Here with 2 outs in the bottom or top half of the 4th inning. Thunder trying to come up with some runs to narrow the gap just a little bit. Giles leads from first. McWilliams throws it outside corner, strike 3. The inning is over. Donoho 6, JCA nothing.
This internet from the phone company is really slow. We should switch.
That's good enough. I think we can close.
But doctor, that's duct tape.
It's good enough.
Common sense here. You know, good enough isn't good enough. You need the fastest internet you can get, and that's Cable One high-speed internet. It's 10 times faster than DSL.
You know, enough with good enough.
Sounds great, hon.
Cable One, it's just common sense.
5-0 as the Falcons lead Jacksonville Christian Academy, and we were a little confused on the runs that last inning. It is 5. We finally got everything squared away with the official scorekeeper over here.
I think if McWilliams keeps pitching the way he is, it's not really going to matter anyways, Brant, because he's been dominant on the mound.
That's just sympathy for the old guy, Connor. I appreciate that. Brett Holmes leading off. And Donoho in a very good position. Pick up 2 or 3 runs here.
That's actually going to be Hall Billings leading off for the Falcons. We got that 8th grader combo
that's
again.
Right.
In the 8-9
Steve
hole.
made the last out.
Yeah, they did a good job last inning as Billings was hit by the pitch, and then Seth Ford, the other 8th grader, was able to lay down the bunt and advance him to second. So productive at bats from the bottom of the order, 2 8th graders.
Well, you can tell Hall's played a lot of baseball. He knows where to go. Ball over his head. He got hit the last time, so he's seen 2 pitches. One hit him in the arm, and the other right at his head.
Yeah, it's a different pitcher this time. Mitchell's got a little bit more velocity behind it, so he'll definitely want to avoid that again.
Pitch inside. There's a line drive into left field. Left fielder headed towards the line. That ball's going to be caught. Nice running catch down the line by Elijah McCormick to rob Billings of a double, maybe.
I'm telling you, he's a pretty good-looking left fielder too, Brant, because Billings had a close play at the plate last inning.
Got a good arm, yeah.
From a great throw from the left fielder McCormick. So he's really a good outfielder out there for the Thunder.
Ball low and in the dirt. Seth Ford stepping in, the DH.
Seth Ford had the sacrifice bunt to advance Billings over to second base last inning.
Here's the 1-0. Tried to break off a curveball, but too high. 2-0. Didn't break any. Either that was just a fastball, but no break in it. 2-0. 3-0.
And talking about the youth of this team, I couldn't imagine being an 8th grader playing in a meaningful high school game like this. I did start my first game freshman year, but still, I mean, 8th grade, you're playing junior high ball, supposed to be playing junior high ball.
Got the corner.
But these guys are getting a lot of experience. It's really going to help out this Donoho team in the future as these guys have, important games, meaningful games under their belt at a young age.
Got the strike right down. Quintard. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Head in, Seth. Head in.
Ford digging in. Now he's took two good pitches in a row. Let's see what he does on a full count. It's a line drive. It's going to be into center field for a base hit. Just stuck that bat out there and ripped it for a base hit.
And he watched 5 straight pitches, watched 3 straight balls, and then 2 strikes. Able to hit that one right up the middle for the base hit. As Trey Brown, leadoff hitter, comes up the bat, and they'll look to get some more runs here in the bottom of the 4th.
Brown sacrificed last time, grounded to third his first time up. Ball high and inside again. Ford takes a big lead down at first. Murphy takes a look at him, but doesn't throw down. Once again, Ford a nice lead at first. Ball behind the back of Trey Brown, 2-0. That'll limber you up.
Drop the bat. Drop the bat.
Yeah, Mitchell's had a hard time throwing. First pitch started getting behind batters here so far this inning, missing high mainly.
And missed that time right in the back again. And he hits Trey Brown, the 3rd hit batter of the game. And the Falcons getting on base the painful route. But it'll quit hurting in a couple of minutes, and then you'll feel really good you're on. So Dalton Martin steps in, 2 for 2. Stolen base, scored 2 runs, having a big game. Pitches outside by Mitchell, 1-0.
And Mitchell's just having a hard time throwing strikes now. You don't want to get too many base runners on here before the middle of the order comes up. And Foster and McWilliams, guys that have big bats that can knock runs in.
Got the inside. Ball and 1 strike. On a beautiful afternoon for baseball here at Donoho. The 1-1 by Mitchell. Into third, gets away, hits the umpire though. Throw down to third. Nails forward, and he got a tough break as the ball hit the umpire's shoe and bounced back right to the catcher.
Yeah, tough luck there for Billings. Like you said, from what he could tell, he thought it was going to go to the backside because it went through the catcher's legs, but it did hit off the umpire's foot, so it was sitting right there for the catcher to pick it up and make an easy play at third.
Into left field by the third baseman. Couldn't backhand it. Martin is on his way to second base. They don't throw to second base, and he gets in there with a double, and the Falcons now lead 6-0.
Yeah, what a big day that Martin's having. 3 hits now. Another RBI to extend this lead. Clutch at bat there as Donoho lost a bit of momentum as he got the second out at third base, but he's able to put his team on his back and knocking in a run.
Pitch outside, gets away from the catcher, Reed Murphy. And the runner, Martin, skips over to third base. And with 2 outs, you got Parker, Foster, and McWilliams coming up. Boy, that throw out at third looms big in this inning. The 1-0 outside, way outside, ball 2. As Mitchell really having control problems with his release point and his front foot. You can 2-0 the count. Morgan takes it inside. Ball 3. Let's see if they got him swinging.
Yeah, and a lot of his pitches haven't even been close, Brant. Easy balls for the Dono hitters to take as he's in the windup now.
Got this one right down the middle. Strike 1, 3-1.
Maybe the adjustment that helps him out a little bit as he's been in the stretch for the majority of the inning. Had a hard time throwing strikes. Sometimes pitchers are more comfortable throwing out of the windup as he's changed to that now.
3-1 outside, ball 4. Falcons got runners at first and third. Here comes Foster. And he's been ripping the ball.
We'll see how JCA plays this if they just let Morgan advance to second here or try to throw him out. Oh, he's gone.
Morgan takes off, and Foster hits the ball. The throw to first is going to be safe. Foster beats it out for a base hit. I think they might have had a missed sign there, but nevertheless, the run scores.
That's where that 40 speed pays off there for him. I'm not sure what his 40 time is, but I'm sure it's around a 4.5 or so, something up there. Real athletic guy is able to beat a routine ground ball to shortstop. As I think that's Coach Tommy Miller out there to ask the umpire what if he missed something. I think he's the preacher over at the church at JCA too, so you may want to watch out, Brant.
You're not going to get me in on that one. You're on your own.
No, all kidding aside, that was a close play at first base, and couldn't really get a good look at it here. I'm not sure if he have a replay either, but it looked like his foot was on the bag.
Pitch is high. Foster takes off, steals second. Falcons got runners at second and third again. For McWilliams. That hit here could make it 9-0. And there's a high pop. First baseman under it. Gonna make the play. And the inning is over. But the Falcons pick up a couple more runs. 7-0.
Do you owe the IRS back taxes? Are you being threatened with levies or garnishments? Is the IRS investigating or auditing you? Don't call the IRS alone. Let our experts negotiate for you so you pay the IRS as little as possible. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes to the IRS, Call now and see if you qualify to pay less.
We're in the 5th. 4 innings in the books. Donoho up 7-0, and so far it's been good pitching and timely hitting for the Falcons to get them to this point. And that great pitching is in the form of Jesse McWilliams, who has struck out, let's see, 3, 5, 8, 10 batters so far in 4 innings.
And McCormick coming up here, the left fielder, was one of those in the 2nd inning. He struck out swinging. Really good chance for McWilliams to keep the momentum going.
So far, only 2 JC hitters have not struck out so far in this game.
Yeah, 7, 8, 9 he's facing here. He's looking to set those down and
strike gets the corner.
Head back in the dugout, and all they'll need is 3 runs to get the mercy rule and win this area championship.
Stepping out of the box is McCormick, gets a sign from Coach Miller. Gets the outside corner, strike 3 call. And whether you agree if it was on the corner or not, he's made that same call the entire night. So very consistent.
He has
just clipping those corners.
You can't say that he has been consistent. So as a batter, you got to be aware of that. With 2 strikes, you're swinging away on any pitch that's close to the outside corner. And McWilliams done a really good job of locating it all day.
11 Ks. Kobe Messer steps in, fouls it off to the right side. Everybody waiting for it to come down here on the right side and landed back in the woods. Again, a beautiful park, beautiful mountain views. The 2-strike pitch looked like he took a little bit off of it and was high and outside, and Messer had no chance of getting it.
No, he didn't. You definitely don't want to help out a guy that's been throwing strikes on the mound all day when he rarely throws a high ball like that.
Way up high this time. Steed has to leap up to grab it. A ball and 2 strikes.
And talking about this location, Brandon, it really is a neat place to watch a baseball game or play a game. I got to play here my freshman year one time, and I mean with 10th Street, seeing all the cars drive by.
Here's a ground ball to the shortstop. Long throw. Got him. Nice. Solid play by the Donoho shortstop.
Yeah,
Trey Brown.
Strong throw by Trey Brown. Took him a little bit of time to get to the ball and get it collected in his hand, but his arm strength definitely made up for it there as he's playing that position for a reason. And like we talked about, I mean, he played quarterback for the football team as well. And you can definitely see his arm strength there on display.
And as a shortstop, you're always looking to see how fast the runners are so that you know how much time you have to throw the ball. And he just took a little extra second and just fired a BB over there. Swing and a miss. Mitchell, one of the only 2 guys not to strike out in the lineup. Let's see if McWilliams can mow him down with 2 outs here in the top half of the 5th. He squares to fake a bunt, and he bunts it instead. Nice play. Catcher Steed hops out there, fires to first, gets the out. And the inning is over. 7-0 Donoho.
Oops, had a fender bender? Have them tow it or take it yourself to Wesley's Paint and Body. Baker Reynolds and his guys have been this area's go-to team for quality automotive body repair and paint work for years. All makes and models, foreign or domestic. They take them crashed and make them look like new. And with Wesley's larger new facility, including 2 full-size paint booths, they can get you fixed up fast. Always free estimates, best price on repair work, insurance claims welcomed, and service with a smile. That's Wesley's Paint and Body, Highway 78 East in Anniston.
Have you got the new car itch but don't want to take the plunge with a brand new car? How about getting the most car for the money at Avery Auto Sales? They have a large selection of cars with even some 2014s in the mix. And if you're worried about your credit, don't. They can help get you back on your credit feet with guaranteed approval. Check them out online at AveryAutoSales.net. Then when you see something you like, call them at 256-835-8897 for a test drive. Or just go by. Avery Auto Sales is located on Highway 78 East between Highway 78 and Snow Street in Oxford. That's Avery Auto Sales.
Brett Holmes set the lead off for the Donoho Falcons. Bottom of the 5th. Donoho needs 3 runs to end this thing. And they got the bottom of the order coming up. They can set the table for the top of the order. They could do it this inning, as the top of the order has scored first 4 hitters have scored, let's see, 2, 5, 7 of the Donoho, 6 of the Donoho runs in this game. So,
yeah, and they've combined for 6 runs the last 2 innings, so they've really started to get into a bit of a groove at the plate. And Brett Holmes had a 2 RBI double. He's coming up to bat here. A 2 RBI double in the 3rd inning to really get things going for Donoho. He'll look to do the same thing here. But if you're JCA and Mitchell on the mound, you just want to throw strikes, don't want to give up any walks. Try to extend this game.
First pitch way outside, ball 1.
As all Donoho needs is 3 runs for the mercy rule to come into effect.
Holmes struck out and doubled. 2 RBIs in the game. 1-0 pitch outside, 2-0. One thing about it, as you said, Connor, when Mitchell misses, he misses badly.
He does. He
makes it easy to, as a hitter, you just wait. That wasn't too far off, but ball 3.
And sometimes those are the hardest guys to face, Brent, the guys that you don't really know where the ball is going. I mean, for one thing, you're concerned about them possibly hitting you with the ball, which JCA has done a lot today. But, I mean, you don't know where the ball's going to go. So,
ball 4. Falcons get a runner on here in the 5th. They're looking to seal the deal.
Brett Holmes, just from what I can tell, watching him today, is a real patient hitter, so he's able to get the walk there. Had a good day at the plate.
Here comes Coach Tony Miller out. He's going to take out Jaden Mitchell. Before the game, I went over there and asked Coach Miller who was going to be a starting pitcher. He handed me his lineup card and said, "Can you just pick one for us?"
Oh, God.
That he really doesn't know what he's going to do. And I think I understand why now. He's just out of pitchers from games he's played this week. They're going to try Jonah Parker now, the first baseman, be the 3rd pitcher of the game.
See how many guys they throw on Monday.
Taking his warm-ups is Parker.
Okay.
Coach Miller visiting with his second baseman and shortstop.
Yeah, it seems that JCA really has one pitcher that they can rely on, Murphy, through the first game on Monday, through 6 1/3 or 2/3, and had one other guy come in, which was a close game. I think it was 6-5 or 7-5.
Yeah, we got Alexandria at White Plains on Monday here on FNN, the Friday Night Network, bringing you high school baseball. If you can't get out to see that game at White Plains, it's going to be a good one. White Plains always very competitive, always well coached, and Alexandria may have one of their best teams ever.
And we talked about the matchup last week when we were in Piedmont because we anticipated them playing on Saturday. But like you see there, it's a Monday matchup. The week of the playoffs, I told you the other day that we did the same thing when I was in high school, my junior and senior year. We would both play each other, played there one time, played at our place. But both teams, that just shows you the confidence they have. They anticipate playing in the playoffs that next week, so they go ahead and try to get that game in just to kind of have a bit of a warm-up for the games that really matter.
And we've also got the girls' semifinals and finals in softball in the county tournament next week.
I'm looking forward to that.
That starts on Tuesday and runs through Friday. And we should be on there Thursday and Friday with those games, weather, of course, permitting and no delays, but it'll be some exciting softball.
Yeah, softball's a bit behind baseball, isn't it? I mean, you got baseball, got the first round coming up. It's different kind of formats for the tournaments. But
there's a high pop straight up the chimney. Nice catch by Parker, the pitcher, and 1 out. He comes in, one gets the first out. The first batter he faces. Hall Billings coming up. He's flied to left and hit by a pitch and scored a run. Runner going, throw down to second, just a little bit in front. It hits the runner, Brett Holmes, as he steals second. And the Falcons got a runner on second.
Yeah, this eighth grader combo and Billings and Forbes really had some good at bats today at the plate, so they'll look to continue to
You'll
get
see
on
them
base
at the top of the lineup as their career moves along. Yeah, here's a little looper to the shortstop. Second baseman coming over, going to get in the way, and I'm not sure why the second baseman was even over there because that's in the infield pop-up. If the shortstop calls it, he usually is the overruler, and he went way over there and almost knocked him down.
Yeah, there's no read. You see where he's playing there. I mean, he may have been holding the runner, but there's no read. That's a shortstop's ball all day. Coach Miller can't be happy about that one, even though they did get the out. But still, you want to have your guys in the right place.
Seth Ford up with 2 outs. Pitch is going to be outside by Parker.
Seth Ford had a nice base hit up the middle last inning on a full count. Hit the ball hard. We'll do that again here, knock in that run.
Had a sacrifice in the second. The 1-0 just missed on the outside corner. 2-0.
JCA looking to extend this game to possibly one more inning as the top of the order's coming up for Donoho. Need one more out to keep it going and try to do something on the offensive end.
Pitch fouled off, just got a piece of it. Ford battling. 2 balls and a strike. Again, Donoho with a win clinches the area championship, and they look like they're well on their way to doing that. Line drive and left field base hit. It's going to take off and bounce off the left fielder's glove as he tried to run it down, and the ball goes out of play. It'll be a nice little double for Seth Ford and an RBI.
Yeah, that's McCormick out there in left field again. Made some nice plays today. Didn't make the best jump on that ball as he wasn't able to catch it cleanly, and it'll roll under the fence as Ford will advance to second on a RBI single. 2 straight hits for the young 8th grader in that 9-hole.
8-0 Donoho. Trey Brown up. Been hit by the pitch, had a sacrifice. Ball gets away.
He's hit by pitch again.
Hit by the pitch. Another one. That's the 4th hit batter. Brown has now been victimized twice.
And probably the last guy you want up at the plate right now. It's a hot hitter, the 2-hole.
Dalton Martin.
Dalton Martin.
3 for 3. An RBI, 3 runs scored, a stolen base. Looking to cap off with another hit. Line drive, foul down the left field line. Hit the daylights out of it.
And what better way to close out a day than with a walk-off base hit out there somewhere to give his team the win.
And you got Donoho only needs two to win it. 10-0. He got hit again. The bases are now loaded as the Falcons now have 5 hit batters in this game.
Yeah, they'll definitely be hitting the ice baths after this one.
And now you got Parker Morgan stepping in and Justin Foster on deck, who's having a monster day. And Parker Parker.
And I wish we had a shot of the outfield right now because they are playing way over to the left side. A huge gap.
There's a little shot to the shortstop. He didn't see it as the runner kind of blindsided him. He throws the ball into right field. Donoho's going to win this game on an error, and the game is over. It's 10-0.
Yeah, it's just been that kind of day for JCA. Been kicking the ball around a bit.
And I don't think the umpire knows that they need to put the score up, make it 10-0, and I think he may call it.
And that is the game.
And he is good. That's your ball game. The Donoho Falcons come out with an impressive 10-0 win and claim the area championship. So what a win for the Falcons. We'll be right back.
Listen, if we even think you owe us money, you won't know what hit you. We'll put liens on everything you own. Raid your bank accounts, retirement fund, pension. You'll open up your paycheck and cry because we'll already have the money. We'll haul you into federal court and you might even go to jail. Hey, it's our job.
Don't fight the IRS alone. The Tax Doctor is here to help you negotiate your tax bill and reduce your stress. Our experts will fight for you using IRS guidelines to stop any IRS actions like bank levies or wage garnishments. Plus, eliminate penalties and interest and reduce your past tax bill so you pay the IRS less. Help is here to deal with the IRS to reduce your stress. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, do not call the IRS alone. Call a tax doctor now for a tax emergency analysis.
I'd have my mom call the number on the screen. You come see me alone. We'll work it out. Really, we will.
Being a doctor, I know the symptoms of a heart attack. To experience them yourself is something completely different. When I woke up with severe pain in my arms and chest, I hesitated. When the pain persisted, I chose RMC. Thanks to RMC staff and Dr. Yamamura, my bypass surgery was a success. It's comforting to know we have quality doctors right here in Calhoun County. Regional Medical Center, advanced technology, advanced care.
Excellence, honor, scholarship, tradition. The Donoho School is the premier college preparatory school in Calhoun County. Since 1963, Donoho students have been reaping the benefits from a challenging academic curriculum and a family environment. Unique opportunities in academics, athletics, fine arts, and many other educational activities make the Donoho School the #1 choice for independent education in the area. Schedule your tour and experience the Donoho difference.
At RMC, we love serving people in the small towns of Northeast Alabama. The lifestyle, the food, the people. But make no mistake, there's nothing small about the care we provide. In fact, we're a member of the UAB Cancer Network and have the Blue Distinction Award for cardiac care and are rated in the top 5% in the country by the Commission on Cancer.
It's not about the size of the town. It's not about the size of the town.
It's not about the size of the town.
It's about the strength of our regional health system.
Yes, Mommy's coming over again. Thank you for introducing us. Of course I love him. And he's never late. I'm just so happy.
He always seems to know the right thing to do. It's not easy to find someone like that.
Yes, I'm going to show him the shower. You're so bad. Oh, gotta go. Bye.
For any residential or commercial plumbing needs, call Ted's Plumbing in Anniston, serving Calhoun and surrounding counties since 1985.
Have you got the new car itch but don't want to take the plunge with a brand new car? How about getting the most car for the money at Avery Auto Sales? They have a large selection of cars with even some 2014s in the mix. And if you're worried about your credit, don't. They can help get you back on your credit feet with guaranteed approval. Check them out online at AveryAutoSales.net. Then when you see something you like, call them at 256-835-8897 for a test drive. Or just go by. Avery Auto Sales is located on Highway 78 East between Highway 78 and Snow Street in Oxford. That's Avery Auto Sales.
Hey, common sense.
Whoa, why so slow?
Got internet from the phone company.
And the more things we turn on, the slower everything goes.
No, DSL might have been okay in the past, but not anymore. The more tablets, laptops, and smartphones you have, the more you need the speed of Cable One high-speed internet.
Yeah, I think we've reached a new low and slow.
Yeah. Cable One, it's just common sense.
Attention, if you're a man who has taken Androgel or a similar testosterone therapy product and you experience a heart attack, pulmonary embolism, or any other cardiac event, call us right now. New studies indicate the use of low-T products or testosterone therapy can actually double a man's risk of heart attack. If you or a loved one took Androgel or another low-T product and suffered a heart attack, stroke, or any other cardiac event, you may be entitled to significant financial compensation. Call us right now for a free confidential consultation.
Who did you let down today? Your wife? Your kids? Well, how about yourself? Take a look in the mirror. If you're tired of your drug and alcohol problem, you need to fix the problem, and right now, before you hurt or kill yourself, or worse yet, somebody else. Call the addiction specialist now at the Reset Addiction Treatment Helpline. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We'll find you the right treatment regardless of your financial situation. When you call right now, you'll speak to a recovering addict who understands what you're going through right now. Let us help you break your addiction to drug and alcohol before it's too late. This call is completely confidential and free. So take 5 minutes of your time and call us right now. We're here answering the phone. I promise it'll change your life.
Call right now, 1-877-798-5754, 1-877-798-5754. That's 1-877-798-5754, 1-877-798-5754.
When the Donoho Falcons have just won the area championship, how does it feel to be area champions?
It feels really good. You know, we've been working hard all year, and we've had to come out with a lot of younger players, and it feels great to be able to accomplish something like this.
Well, I forgot to introduce you, Dalton Martin. You had a big game, 3 hits. You had a double, single, 2 singles, a stolen base, a hit batter, and scored 3 runs. So you must have been seeing the ball pretty good.
Yes, sir. You know, we've been preparing all week for this. We've been working a lot harder than usual just because we knew what was at stake. And I think we all came out and had a really great game.
5 hit batters. You were one of the ones that got hit. You okay?
Pretty good. You know, it's never good getting hit, but it's team ball, and that's what we're out here to do.
Well, you played a great game. Appreciate you spending some time with us.
Thank you.
We're going to bring in pitcher Jesse McWilliams, and if my numbers are right, you struck out 12 hitters in 15 innings and looked like you were just out for a stroll in the park.
Yes, sir. I mean, everything was working today. Had good defense behind me. Real confident in what was going on.
You threw a lot of fastballs, not many breaking balls today.
It was working. Breaking ball was a little shaky today and stuck with the fastball.
Did you get tired at any point? I know you had that long one run around the bases. And
yeah, I got tired a little bit. Just hot out here today. Wore long sleeves, shouldn't have.
Let me ask you how it feels to be area champions.
It feels special. I mean, we didn't win it the past 2 years, and it's good to be back.
I appreciate it, Jesse. Let's bring good old coach in here. Coach Genron, Steve Genron, you did some games with us last year, so it's good seeing you again. Tell us about the game today, first of all.
Well, our team had a sour taste in our mouth from our last contest against them, and we played a really sloppy game. And today our guys were motivated with the sticks and ultra aggressive at the plate, and you know, timely hitting, ultra aggressive at the plate. Good stuff's going to happen.
And you got some great pitching out there from your McWilliams and his comments on his performance.
Yeah, Jesse threw a great game. He had outstanding fastball command today. Was able to pitch to all sides of the plate, up, down, in, out. Didn't throw too many off-speed pitches today. Really didn't need to, but when he did, they were pretty effective.
Oh yeah. Well, tell us a little bit about area championship. Your first year here. What does that mean to you?
It's special to me. My first year coaching high school baseball, to be area champion. It's good for the team. It's good for the school. To host in the first round of the playoffs is exciting. And I'm excited about it. I know my guys are excited about it too.
Well, I know it's been a great journey for us. Tell us, are you where you need to be right now, you think, when you envision from the start of the season?
We have come a long way from the beginning of the year, but we still have a ton of work to do. We got a couple games coming up, so prepare us for the postseason, but our guys will be ready.
Well, Steve, very impressed with what you're doing with the program, and got you an area championship. Thanks a lot for joining us. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
We'll send it back now for a short break.
At RMC, we love serving people in the small towns of Northeast Alabama. The lifestyle, the food, the people. But make no mistake, there's nothing small about the care we provide. In fact, we're a member of the UAB Cancer Network and have the Blue Distinction Award for cardiac care and are rated in the top 5% in the country by the Commission on Cancer.
It's not about the size of the town.
It's not about the size of the town.
It's not about the size of the town.
It's about the strength of our regional health system.
Excellence, honor, scholarship, tradition. The Donoho School is the premier college preparatory school in Calhoun County. Since 1963, Donoho students have been reaping the benefits from a challenging academic curriculum and a family environment. Unique opportunities in academics, athletics, fine arts, and many other educational activities make the Donoho School the #1 choice for independent education in the area. Schedule your tour and experience the Donoho difference.
The tire, arguably the most important part of a car. Without it, we could not stop, we could not go, we couldn't drive at all. They come in all sizes, brands, treads, prices, and ratings. How do you know which is the right tire for you? Thankfully, there's Cobb Automotive, and they have been answering this question since 1981. With a large selection of brands and sizes in stock, you are sure to get the right tire for the right price. Cobb Automotive, located on Highway 21 across from Walmart in Oxford, and 2001 Quintard Avenue in Anniston.
Oops, had a fender bender? Have them tow it or take it yourself to Wesley's Paint and Body. Baker Reynolds and his guys have been this area's go-to team for quality automotive body repair and paint work for years. All makes and models, foreign or domestic. They take them crashed and make them look like new. And with Wesley's larger new facility, including 2 full-size paint booths, they can get you fixed up fast. Always free estimates, best price on repair work, insurance claims welcomed, and service with a smile. That's Wesley's Paint and Body, Highway 78 East in Anniston.
Donoho takes a 10-0 win, wins the area championship. A lot of good news here. We've got some good ball games coming up. Monday, we got a big one that's in your neck of the woods, Connor.
Yeah, talking about White Plains and Alexandria at White Plains. Of course, I know White Plains got a big game tonight in Jacksonville there to determine who wins the area championship there. They got a bit of a tie between White Plains, Jacksonville, and Heflin, so they'll have a big game tonight. Hopefully they'll they'll be getting ready for playoffs next week by the time they play Alexandria on Monday. But
both teams maybe throwing their ace, trying to get some work in and get ready for the playoffs.
We'll probably see a staff performance there, a little bit of everybody. But also got the girls county tournament coming up next weekend. Looking forward to that. I think we got both semifinal games on Thursday and the championship on Friday. So.
Yeah, it should be some great softball. The softball in the area, I think, is the best it's ever been. The quality of teams, there's 8 or 9 teams that could be in those final 2 games, so we look forward to that. So next week, join us. Remember, Monday, it's Alexandria, White Plains from White Plains, and on Thursday and Friday, it's from Oxford Lake, the County Girls Softball semifinals and finals.
This has been an exclusive sports production of FNN, the Friday Night Network.